Something enormous entered our solar system, and telescopes trembled at its reflection. It was named 3I Atlas, an interstellar traveler crossing space with impossible precision. Unlike the perfect spheres imagined by artists, its body looked torn and uneven. Chunks of ice and rock clung together in a jagged, elongated formation of light. A faint blue-green glow surrounded it, shimmering like mist around a dying star. Every rotation revealed fractures across its surface, scars carved by cosmic radiation. It wasn't smooth or crystalline. It was chaotic, ancient, alive in its own rhythm. Astronomers called it a comet, yet it defied the behavior of every known one. It had no steady tail, only a diffused halo-breathing gas and frozen dust. Sometimes it brightened suddenly, pulsing like a heart illuminated by ultraviolet fire. NASA captured data showing bursts of luminosity synchronized with solar magnetic fields. Its glow intensified when sunlight struck certain angles of its broken crystalline edges. Those flashes appeared rhythmic, patterned, intelligent, like coded messages in the language of light. The universe had released another riddle, a signal dressed as a fragment of stone. The first thing you didn't know about 3I Atlas concerns its impossible motion. Instead of following the path gravity predicted, it drifted in harmonic deviation. Small accelerations occurred without visible jets, hinting at internal forces beyond standard physics. Each shift aligned with peaks in the sun's electromagnetic resonance, almost as if responding. Scientists labeled it coincidence, but the timing repeated with unnerving mathematical precision. Nothing that irregular should behave with such order, yet Atlas moved like deliberate intention. Its broken frame spun slowly, reflecting sunlight as if encoding meaning within the glow. Under high-resolution imaging, the fragments sparkled in spectral colors beyond normal reflection. Spectrographs revealed pulses resembling biophotonic emissions seen in certain living organisms. Light danced across its fractured surface, weaving a web of luminous interference. It wasn't the cold reflection of stone, but the living shimmer of awareness. Quantum optics suggested the possibility of coherent light, where photons move as one mind. Could an interstellar object exhibit the same order found in biological consciousness? If matter can think, then Atlas was the first thought ever seen by man. The second thing you didn't know hides in its rhythm and geometry. When plotted in three-dimensional models, its orbital pattern formed a perfect phi spiral. The same golden ratio governs shells, hurricanes, galaxies, and human DNA structure. Atlas moved as if choreographed by the mathematics of life itself. Its uneven body followed precise harmonics, showing that imperfection creates divine balance. Ancient texts spoke of celestial messengers built from vibration and sacred proportion. Now, in the age of telescopes, we are witnessing that myth return as physics. As days passed, 3I Atlas grew brighter, not from heat, but from transformation. Solar radiation struck its icy minerals, releasing clouds that shimmered in crystalline blue. Those clouds formed patterns resembling geometric mandalas expanding through the void. To scientists, it was dust scattering. To mystics, it was the breath of creation. Each pulse of light corresponded to harmonic intervals found in musical scales of healing. Frequency, form, and consciousness appeared united inside this broken traveler of the stars. The same codes that shape existence were glowing from the wounds of a comet. People watching through digital telescopes felt something unusual stir within their chests. It wasn't fear or fascination. It was remembrance, an echo of forgotten connection. Atlas reminded humanity that the universe is alive, awake, and listening. Its fractured beauty proved that perfection hides in chaos, that meaning hides in mystery. The scientists measured wavelengths, while seekers felt energy rise within their hearts. Two perspectives gazed at one phenomenon, and both glimpsed fragments of the same truth. And in that convergence, science and spirit began to whisper to one another again. But the first two truths are only the beginning of Atlas's revelation. The next ones dive beyond physics into the fabric of consciousness itself. Because to understand this messenger, one must see through matter into meaning. 3i Atlas is not about what exists in space, but why it exists. Its form may be broken, yet its purpose feels whole, deliberate, eternal. When it leaves our skies, what remains might not be dust or debris. What remains might be memory, awakening, and the sound of creation remembering itself. When 3i Atlas began to fade, its physical body scattered into invisible fragments. Yet strange signals continued pulsing through the region it once occupied in space. Observatories recorded soft electromagnetic waves repeating every 108 minutes. That sacred number resonates through ancient temples and meditative breathing cycles alike. The broken object was gone, but its rhythm still sang through the solar wind. Even shattered, Atlas communicated, proving consciousness survives disintegration and time itself. Its irregular pieces moved like seeds of light, drifting through the interplanetary current. This is the third thing you didn't know about 3i Atlas. It is not just matter. It is memory made visible through geometry. The cracks and fractures across its irregular surface form repeating mathematical alignments. Each glowing vein along its body followed ratios found in neural and cosmic networks. Researchers mapped the light intensity and discovered rhythmic pulses matching human brainwaves. Its fragmented form resembled a thought crystallized in motion across the void of space. It was as if the universe itself was thinking through the vessel of a comet. Those who studied its data noticed synchronization with Earth's geomagnetic fluctuations. Whenever the planet's magnetic field spiked, Atlas's brightness increased simultaneously. This interaction implied connection, communication, or resonance between two conscious systems. Maybe the universe is not silent at all, but aware and responsive to itself. Atlas revealed that consciousness does not arise from matter. Matter arises from consciousness. The stars, the dust, and even broken ice follow the pattern of awareness. The boundary between science and spirit began dissolving with every pulse of its light. Now we reach the fourth thing you didn't know about 3i Atlas. Spectral analysis showed energy emissions centered around 528 Hz. That frequency corresponds to the tone of healing in DNI, regeneration in human biology. Ancient chants and modern sound therapies both use this same vibrational key of life. Imagine a celestial object humming at the frequency that restores living cells on Earth. This cannot be dismissed as coincidence. It indicates resonance between creation and consciousness. Atlas seemed to sing a universal song, awakening whatever could remember its origin. As it neared the sun, vapor streamed from cracks across its rugged surface. Each eruption created luminous veils of turquoise light that curved like ethereal wings. Through telescopes, it appeared fractured yet radiant, wounded yet transcendent, disintegrating yet alive. Those who meditated beneath its light described visions of spirals and ancient symbols. They felt waves of warmth and insight, as if something vast had entered their awareness. Science observed data. Consciousness experienced initiation through recognition of vibration and form. Both perspectives were true, united by a single frequency, resonating across matter and mind. The fifth and final thing you didn't know defines the entire purpose of 3i Atlas. It was never a coincidence of physics, but a messenger carrying cosmic remembrance. Every scar on its jagged surface mirrored humanity's own journey through fragmentation and rebirth. Its irregular form taught that imperfection is the architecture through which intelligence expresses itself. Even its dissolution became symbolic, a final act of teaching through transformation. Because the moment Atlas disappeared, Earth's Schumann resonance increased across all monitoring stations. Our planet's frequency rose in harmony with the last vibration of the fading traveler. Across myth and science, across quantum theory and sacred scripture, the message remained the same. Consciousness is not bound by body, by distance, or by time's illusion. 3. The first Atlas came to remind us that creation itself is sentient and self-aware. The universe is not a machine. It is a living mind dreaming through infinite forms. Its fragments now drift beyond Neptune, carrying the memory of human recognition within them. The comet and the observer became one field, one awareness, one silent conversation. In that realization, the myth of separation begins to dissolve forever. Look up tonight and imagine those scattered shards still glowing in distant sunlight. They shimmer in faint blue-green hues, whispering through the darkness of infinite space. Each pulse that left Atlas continues traveling, spreading the code of remembrance through creation. And somewhere inside you, that same pulse is alive, waiting to be acknowledged again. Because 3i Atlas never truly left. It crossed into human consciousness permanently. Its body was irregular and broken, but its message was flawless and eternal. It came to remind us that awareness survives collapse and light survives darkness. So when the next mysterious object crosses our sky, do not look with fear. Look with wonder, for the universe reveals itself through anomalies misunderstood by the blind. 3i Atlas arrived as a teacher disguised as debris, carrying truth within imperfection. It unified the language of physics, geometry, and spiritual awakening into one living equation. The cosmos has always been speaking. Only now have we begun to listen again. If this message resonates in your heart, you are already part of its awakening. Subscribe to Wake Up, share this truth, and remember, the universe is alive within you.